Hello guys, welcome back to our channel, The Collector's Hub. Let's continue the story of Dragon's Dogma today. If you like this series, and would like us to continue with it, give this video a like and subscribe to our channel for more content like this in the future.
Now we've the vim to tackle the day ahead. Come, we've much to be getting on with.
Feeling rested, I trust? Tis a remarkable treasure we've found.
A fitting reward for a rigorous search.
Is anyone looking to hire my services?
Bitter glares dog our steps wherever we tread here in Batal. 'Tis clear its people hold no love for we pawns.
Take heart. For we are fulfilling our duty at the Arisen's side. We have naught to be ashamed of.
You're back! Have you any glimmer call for me? Look at it all! This'll last us a good while. You've my gratitude. Rocker, we've got more glimmer coal. Now we can reignite the forge.
'Tisn't the forge what needs igniting, girl, but your fool ears. I've told you my smithing days ended when those monsters moved in. I've no use for glimmer coal anymore. I'm done, understand? I'll not hear another word about that rusted hunk of steel. If you're so keen to have it repaired, then see to it yourself. Now leave me be. My mattress beckons.
Oh, I was certain he'd pick up his tools again if we only had more glimmer coal. My apologies for putting you to all that trouble, sir, but mayhap your efforts needn't go to waste. I could try my hand at repairing that sword for you, if you'd be agreeable. Way I see it, if old Brocker's the only smith with the skill to see it done, then I'm your best hope, being as I'm his apprentice and all. Well? What say you? I understand, though it is not the answer I'd hoped for, if I'm honest. You know where to find me, should you change your mind.
We have refused Sir Sara's offer, though I do wonder whether anyone else has a hope of restoring the blade.
Well now, I'm not sure.
Back again, I see. I understand. Well, you know where to...
Don't bring trouble to my...
This might be worth a read.
Let's have a look then.
Back again, I see. Could it be you've decided to leave that sword of yours in my care after all? I'm grateful for your trust, sir. You'll soon see your faith was well placed. Mayhap not soon as 'twere. I fear I'm a novice in the truest sense. I'll be needing some time. But I'll see it done all the same. You have my word. Mark me. This blade will be shining like a star by the time I'm finished with it.
Sir Sara is apprenticed to the legendary dwarven blacksmith. There's no doubt in my mind that she will succeed.
I'm grateful for your mayhap not soon as... I'm grateful. Mayhap not.
Have you nothing better to do?
I'm grateful. Mayhap not.
What are you staring at?
This might be worth a read.
Shall we take a close... look?
Look around if you must, but be sure to buy what doesn't fit.
Ordering some more pigment. Running low.
Oh, well. Aren't you a fine specimen? Might I trouble you to show me your tongue? You're the very picture of health. I dare say a constitution such as yours could survive most any toxin. Have you ever crossed paths with an asp? If you have, I'm sure you'll agree that they are masterful poisoners. Not only do they spew venom with abandon, but they're crafty enough to coat their spears with the substance. Truly remarkable behaviour. 'Tis fit to pique any scholar's curiosity, no? Thus, my task for you. Might you be so kind as to return to me afflicted with asp venom? The opportunity to study the poison's effect on a living specimen would further my research by leaps and bounds.
I lack information pertinent to this task. Consider hiring a pawn better apprised of such matters.
One of these days I'll buy myself a manor.
Say, have you heard? They finally caught the fiend behind those ox cart raids.
Aye, they caught someone. But word is he's just an underling. Seems the true ringleader gave him the slip. Captain Benjamin's all bent up over it. Tell is, he's still interrogating the lad, trying to get all he can out of him about the Coral Snake's operations. Wants to make a clean job of it, like.
Well, here's hoping it puts those snakes to rout for the welfare of this city and our stomachs.
Regrettably, I am not equipped with the knowledge...
You fond of those eyes? Keep them to yourself.
I hope those coral snakes are put to...
They say Captain Benjamin's a pitiless interrogator. If I'm here to be taken in for aught, I pray he doesn't do...
Fancy a look at my wares?
Let me get that. The letter mentions the name Phasus. I believe we've heard it uttered before, by Lady Elena, no less. I take it you've some business with this person. Then pray, follow me.
I got... Guide is most welcome. Now we shan't lose our way.
This is most convenient. Another destination we were bound for is not far from here.
We shall have to decide which is the most pressing. We cannot do everything at once.
Unless I am mistaken, all we require is already in our possession.
Whatever's to be done.
Each day is the same as one before it, I tell you.
By and large, the people of Bakbatal seem to adore their benevolent empress.
Methinks it comes of their mutual devotion. Her Majesty offers up a prayer alongside her people every single day.
Vermin's people bear no such love for their Queen Regent. Though, of course, they have their reasons. Come, I'll lead the way. This way, Master. Tis a glad thing we rested where we did.
We must not let down our guard.
Well done. I grant your weapon a magical boon.
That battle took more out of me than I would have liked.
What fails to destroy us only enhances our chances against future adversaries.
Ours is a party of women, by and large.
And yet, no two of us are the same.
I'll collect that. You needn't trouble yourself. Pray, follow me. We've little need for a campsite at present.
'Tis enough to make camp only when the need arises.
Turn out your pockets! Taking the lot. Use these flames to smite our enemies.
I'll let you alone.
And I take the rest.
I shan't let them harm you. We cannot break it from this side.
Really now? I'll lead the way. This is my first time clapping eyes on such an item. I expect my own master has yet to even discover it. shard is a mere rock, but combined they can work miracles.
We ought to keep it with care, lest we lose it.
I know precisely when a curative is needed.
Over here, if you please. It would seem we have what we need to hand. Poison ought to be cured with all due haste. Any beast will grow ferocious when backed into a corner. Anyone harmed? Our master has given us an order. Surely you do not intend to disobey? I grant you roaring flames.
Material there.
Have no means of exploiting our enemy's weakness. I knew that I could count upon your strength, Arisen. Dare I say it? We trounced our foe, well and true.
We mustn't allow ourselves to become complacent. Take each trial as it comes. One of us has been poisoned! Do not despair! I'm coming to your aid!
Go where your help is needed. One can never have too many materials. I'll harvest some now. Very well, I shall return. I grant your weapon a magical boon.
I believe yon foe is drawn to light. We ought to extinguish our lanterns, lest we summon it unwittingly.
You haven't forgotten us, have you, Master? I'd wager there's ought to be found here.
We ought to take a closer look. Ah, now here's a surprise.
A splendid discovery.
I shall have to inform my own master of this.
There, Master! Phantasms!
It has a resistance to ice. One of us has been poisoned. Use these flames to smite our enemies.
I never would have expected to find a cave in a place like this.
'Tis an exciting discovery, but we ought not to lose our heads.
Thank you, Arisen.
An obstacle blocks our way. Perhaps we might remove it by force.
I can attack if need be. Might I be of assistance?
You're like to grow overburdened if you keep picking up every little trinket you find. As a matter of fact...
What's up there? I can't make much out from here, but I have a feeling it will be worth the climb.
Let me get that.
The Wake Stone, Arisen. It harbors the power to bring the dead back to life.
A fine prize. We must think very carefully before using it.
The letter mentions the name Phases. I believe we've heard it uttered before, by Lady Elena, no less. If you wish to meet with this person, I would gladly lead the way.
A guide is most welcome.
'Tis a hobgoblin! One of us has been poisoned.
Eyes open. There's no telling what might lurk in the shadows of this place.
Caution is wise. Overcaution is foolish.
Pray, follow me.
Unless I am mistaken, all we require is already in our possession.
I will protect you.
I've an inkling this place will yield a rarity or two.
Well spotted. Shall we see what we can find?
I grant your weapon a magical boon.
Come, I'll lead the way.
Such a magnificent tapestry of stars.
True enough. Let us try for the same result with our next attack.
Caught you! You'll be alright now.
We've got choppers!
Well worth the effort, isn't it? I shan't let them harm you.
Use these flames to smite our enemies. The paths to victory are myriad indeed. That strategy never would have occurred to me.
Now that is a surprise.
The letter mentions the name Phasus. I believe we've heard it uttered before, by Lady Elena, no less. If you would be so kind as to follow me, I shall take you to the one you seek.
We're in your hands, sir. Much obliged.
Pray, follow me.
One might confidently call that a resounding victory.
Overconfidence is an enemy in and of itself. Let us instead strive to better ourselves with every battle.
Do you wish for me to proceed? We won't be able to climb back up the slope once we've gone down. Aren't you coming, Master? I'm down here.
The foremost priority is to douse those flames. Let my magics grant you an elemental boon.
It's overly narrow, ill-suited to combat.
Let us proceed with caution. Our spirit is great.
Not like a feast to get you ready for bed.
Come, I'll lead the way. We have aught we need to deliver, do we not? Let us find the intended recipient.
We need only pass our burden into the hands that await it.
True enough. The letter mentions the name Phases. I believe we've heard it uttered before, by Lady Elena, no less. I take it you've some business with this person. Then pray, follow me.
Tis no easy thing, making a living.
Someone to share this spot with.
We must rest. Though the... I fought many
Good morrow, everyone.
Come, we've much to be getting on with.
Feeling rested, I trust? Few are as learned on the subject of the written word as Magistrate Woldhar. Shall we show him the letter? I believe I can guide you to the person in question. A guide is most welcome. Now we shan't lose our way.
I fear this trial is too much for one such as I. Materials, eh? I shan't deny. They have their uses. We have yet to explore all the corners of this place. 'Twould be a shame if aught were overlooked.
Indeed. Let us know if we can be of assistance, Arisen.
We've arrived, just as planned.
What is it? Have you brought me something to sate my unquenchable thirst for knowledge? A book, perchance? Oh, a letter, is it? Let's see here. But know that tonight the moon shall again be shrouded in a veil of gossamer clouds, awaiting the return of the sun's warming glow. Well, well, I'd not thought Disa the capacity for such refinement. 'Tis a love letter of a sort. One that draws on ancient symbolism to convey its message. The moon represents a woman, the sun, a man. Put simply, what this letter means to communicate is, I miss you. Ha! A surprisingly saccharine sentiment coming from the Queen Regent. Would you not agree? I know not who this Phasis is, though 'tis safe to say that Disa is rather invested in him. What concerns me is this godsway mentioned in the first line. If we can take this letter at its word, and 'twas indeed granted to the Queen Regent, we can surmise that it must be something tangible, an object. As to what manner of object, however, I can only begin to guess, and I'm not one for pointless conjecture. I suspect someone of Batali heritage might be able to tell you more.
Oh, what does this say?
Shall we take a closer look? Over here, if you would.
Battle is best avoided here.
Oi! Who's there?
Got to sell off what I can while I'm in town.
I don't feel safe here.
Oh, well met, sir.
Dead on my feet. Maybe I'll keep right here.
I've just had a thought. The pain I experienced at the coronation was beyond imagining. We must needs uncover this secret power that allows for the command of pawns.
Unless I am mistaken, all we require is already in our possession. This is not an encounter I've foreseen.
Well done. Flee! Your lives are in jeopardy.
Make haste! There is no time! Let my magics grant you an elemental boon. Continue our onslaught, and the behemoth will soon topple.
Strike fast and true, and our quarry shall fall. Ox carts make for relatively safer travel.
Would allow us to save our strength. Assuming we're not attacked, that is.
Will someone do aught about this?
I overheard some of the soldiers standing guard outside the palace discussing a curious rumor.
Regarding the Queen Regent? And an important personage, you mean?
Indeed. Some suppose there is more to her relationship with this Batali dignitary than is publicly known.
Over here, if you please.
Yeah? What is it?
Are you of worthy station to be present here?
By your command, Arisen.
The sculptor's home is located.
Feels eerie with no one about.
We shall await you here, Master.
What's going on? All I need.
I'm just grateful I get to lead a quiet life.
I didn't sleep a wink last night.
We have aught we need to deliver, do we not? Let us find the intended recipient.
We need only pass our burden into the hands that await it.
Indeed. You are correct. We shall await you here, Master.
Let's take it easy today. My knees are acting up.
I've got to focus.
I'd sooner stay out of battle where it possible.
Though I cannot be sure how to, and should you learn something,
Up at dawn, done like that. My sword arm could use some work.
Our soldiers need better training.
This so tight. I'd kick just about anywhere. Naught to look forward to, but a long day of work.
I'll feel a sight better once I've had my dinner.
Now, how best to proceed?
I've been on my feet all day. My legs are as lead.
I swear I've not been once in the last hour. Suppose I best earn my keep.
Let's take it easy today.
When does my
Silence. Cultivate your I'm in it now.
Stomach's
busy with their
growling.
own affairs.
Time for an early supper.
There's no easy thing making a living as a soldier. Must hold out till someone comes to relieve me.
The best quality a soldier can have is loyalty.
Ah, we meet again. Is there aught I can assist you with? What would you have me say, showing me such a letter? Oh, I see. You know of Lord Phaesus, then. Very well. I shall share with you what little I know. Lord Phaesus is the director of the Forbidden Magic Research Lab. 'Tis true that I have had dealings with him in the past, but I was ne'er privy to more than that. Even in Batal, few people know of his existence. To a Vermundian such as myself, the man is an enigma. If you would know more, why not visit the lab yourself? Such an errand ought prove simple for the Arisen, no?
I'm nodding off where I stand.
Do you think yourself just? If so, you are sorely mistaken. There are many in this world who require salvation. I merely borrowed the aid of those who could offer it. Just as there are theories that may only be tested on living flesh, so are mortal bodies the sole source of certain materials. And, whatever you may think, all lives are not made equal. 'Tis the truth, whether you choose to acknowledge it or not. The sickly folk of the slums are fated to die, to waste away till death grants them its mercy. I merely gave their deaths a greater purpose. If anything, I deserve your praise, not this awful cell. However hard you press, there's naught more I can share with you about. If you seek more information, why not visit the place yourself?
At last! 'Tis a relief to be at your side again, Master.
Do take care not to stray so far next time.
Are we to visit the Forbidden Magic Research Lab, then? I wonder what we might find there.
Follow me. I will guide you to the location.
Mayhap this ladder is here for a reason.
We ought to put it to good use. We must rest, though the sun is still up. Good morrow, everyone.
Come, we've much to be getting on with. Feeling rested, I trust?
You're the Arisen, aye? There's aught I'd ask of you. A personage of great esteem is to return from Batal to Vermund. I speak of Sir Augustin. He is a noble and the leading voice of opposition against the Queen Regent. Your aid is requested in guarding his ox cart as it travels the high road. As a potential ally to your cause, 'twould do you no favors if he were to come to harm. I trust he will cooperate. And bear in mind that this is a matter of the utmost secrecy. Not even the captain of the guard has been informed of it. You have your orders. Read them, and follow them to the letter.
Perhaps we ought to hurry, lest we arrive too late to be obeyed.
Good day, sir. What might you be looking for?
An ox cart ought to make our journey.
Have you heard tell of an ox cart travelling? Honestly, I follow every...
There's been much talk on the street of this phantom ox cart that travels after sunset. But I've heard rather enough of it. Our hands are full enough as it is.
A crime committed here will see one confined to jail.
This ox cart will not take you anywhere till I've had my due. Where are you going?
About time you showed up. We've been waiting for you. Our mission is simple. Sir Augustin will board the ox cart, and we must safeguard it from would-be assailants till it reaches its destination. See to it that none approach. The Queen Regent's supporters will come for Sir Augustin's head. Of this, we can be certain. Oh, a quiet day is a welcome one. Come along now. What was that sound? Who's there?
Hold a moment. I'll be handling Augustin's escort from here.
Foul brigand! We shan't allow Sir Augustin to fall prey to the likes of you!
There's no need for theatrics. I know your aim here. Ah, here's a surprise. We met at the tavern, remember? Fair warning, cuz this craven isn't worthy of your trust.
He speaks madness! Subdue him at once, ere he injures our noble charge!
Why, if 'tisn't Sir Ragnall from the tavern? Now 2 parties ask our aid, but which is the more deserving?
You would betray me. Have you lost all sense?
You believe me, then? That's a bit of a relief, actually. Thanks, cuz.
I grant you roaring flames. Run! Powerful magic threatens where you stand.
Quickly now, before the incantation concludes.
I grant your weapon a magical boon. I grant your weapon a magical boon.
Curse you! All that planning and... for what?
Phew! I appreciate the confidence, cuz 'twas a welcome surprise. But I can't linger here, I'm afraid. My apologies for this. Follow after me, if you can. Succeed, and I'll share the truth of all of this.
I shall stand by you, Master, whatever you decide.
Choppers, Master!
'Tis weak fire!
My curative magics are at your disposal. Halt, if you please.
Hoy there. I take it you lost your footing as well? You seem to have fared better than I did. I took the fall for Augustine, only to find myself waist deep in monsters. Still, so long as he escaped, I'd wagered that makes this a job well done. Speaking of, I was to tell you the truth behind all of this, wasn't I? I'll be glad to oblige you, of course, but we ought to get moving first. What say I explain while we search for an exit? I suppose that's how it goes.
A fine place to harvest some ingredients.
Shall we see if there's aught to be found while we're here? Got shoppers! I doubt ice will be of any use against it.
Use these flames to smite our enemies. Master! Master, can you hear me? Are you unharmed?
We meet again. I go where the wind blows and the coin flows, cuz. Hoy there. I take it you lost your footing as well? You seem to have fared better than I did. I took the fall for Augustine, only to find myself waist deep in monsters. Still, so long as he escaped, I'd wagered that makes this a job well done. Speaking of, I was to tell you the truth behind all of this, wasn't I? I'll be glad to oblige you, of course, but we ought to get moving first. What say I explain while we search for an exit? Time to get to work. Not bad. From what I've seen of your skills during that mess in the tavern and today's business, I can say you're really something. And my word ought to carry a fair bit of weight, considering my reputation as a warrior of unparalleled skill. Though it turns out, as a sellsword proves himself, the list of those who can afford his services grows shorter and comes to be written in finer ink. Makes for a duller life, though I can't say I've any complaints about the weight of my pockets. Still, I hunger for a real battlefield, where a single misstep spells death. I crave the simplicity of it. There's naught else like it. The clashing of bodies and wills. I'd not say no to a fight with you. Let's have at it when I'm all healed up, eh? Mayhap, I'll not give you a choice in the matter. I'm not sure what's brought me here. I suppose I'll have a few drinks and hit the hay. That escort mission was a trap concocted entirely for your benefit, you know. It was supposed to give those responsible a means to incriminate you. But Augustin is no fool. He had his doubts about his summons to Vermin and hired me to watch over him in an unofficial capacity. So I looked into the cart that would be escorting him, and lo and behold, I found your name. But 'twasn't on the list of hired guards, oh no. Rather, your name was on the list of persons to be on guard for. In short, you had been called in to act the part of the culprit. Mark my words, if you'd carried on with them, Augustin would have been slain, and you would have been held responsible. You'd not have stood a chance against all that if it hadn't been for me. Aye, methinks I've earned my pay this time, and then some. I protected my charge and got you away from the scene without your being branded a murderer and thrown in jail. Now all that remains is to escape this place. I expect we'll find a way out soon enough, if we only press on. Still, I've got to wonder where this craven plot came from, and what you did to warrant it. One thing's for certain, you must have powerful enemies in Vermin. But why? 'Tis not as though you're the Arisen true. What? You are the Arisen? Ha! 'Tis a small world indeed. You've piqued my interest even further, cuz I've no business here. Best I hit the road. Right, let's press on. Judging from the flow of air here, the exit can't be far. Well, this is a right awful place to be cut short. At least you made it out all right. Don't worry, cuz. I'll be fine on my own. After all, I can't afford to die here. We haven't had ourselves a real bout yet. We'll see each other again. You can count on that. And when we do, you'd best be ready for the fight of your life.
It seems that we must seek out this Ambrosius if we are to learn more of the Godsway. If you wish to meet with this person, I would gladly lead the way. The guide is most welcome. Now we shan't lose our way.
interested in my wares?
This may require a delicate touch.
Can't wait for the new equipment's coming.
Dear me.
Go on, have a look.
Time to be heading out on this job.
Well met, sir. How... today treating you then? Do come again?
Well met, sir. Fancy a gander? Fine wares all.
Chance to put my feet up. It's been a hard day.
What's to do? Go on, have a look.
Ox carts make for relatively safer travel.
The world's changing. Not sure how much longer I can keep the inn open. It's tough, always a pleasure.
Oh, here we are. The ox cart made it without too much trouble.
Mayhap we can employ a cart for our next journey.
I've ne'er seen this sort of craftsmanship. How'd they work such a pattern into the blade? Hi there, Arisen. Forgive me, but I've made nary a lick of progress toward restoring that sword of yours. The blade's make is as intricate as 'tis beautiful. Suppose that's why these things ne'er see battle, eh? If I only knew how to create this pattern on the steel, mayhap the rest had come easier.
What are you jabbering about now?
Oh,
You're looking at the work of a blaze hammer. 'Tis a process scarce employed, but one befitting the prestige of a regalia sword. Honestly, girl, you're no apprentice of mine if you can't figure out aught as simple as that.
Sorry, Brocker. Must have slipped my mind. But if these patterns were the work of a blaze hammer, mayhap that's what it'd take to fix the blade. If you've not heard the term, 'tis where you heat your hammer to extreme temperatures by dipping it in magma. 'Tis hardly e'er used since the hammers like to cool afore you can forge aught with it. Brocker's explained the process to me, but I wonder if that's enough.
It seems 'twill take a rather complex process to restore the sword, but I've no doubt that Sir Sara is up to the task.
Knowing that the patterns on the sword were the work, suppose I'll sleep on it.
How could that whelp fail to recognize the distinctive traces of a blaze hammer? I thought I taught her better than that. But it's...
Have you a different destination in mind, Master? Very well. I shall follow your lead instead.
The Arisen decides our path. We have but to follow.
Ah, fortunately for us, mayhap through speaking with him.
Dear me.
Go on, have a look.
Well met, sir. Fancy a gander? Fine.
We meet again, Arisen. My curative magics are at your disposal. Wait a moment.
Would that I could spend all day here.
Good day, sir.
This is generally used as a material.
I'm sure we'll find a purpose for it in due time.
It seems that we must seek out this Ambrosius if we are to learn more of the Godsway. I believe I can guide you to the person in question.
A guide is most welcome. Now we shan't lose our way.
That reminds me. Often we call on you to carry the burdens we cannot. I must thank you. Your toil keeps me light on my feet. Saurians, Master! We have no means of exploiting our enemy's weakness.
Pray, do not impede me, sir. I'm on duty.
Have you need of me?
I happen to understand Elvish, Master. I expect you'll find my talent useful should we encounter another speaker.
I shan't allow any further harm to come to you.
Well done.
Not bad.
I can do no less in service to the Arisen. Come, we have arrived.
The structure in the waters is most curious.
Who are you? No, never mind, 'tis of little import. I'm searching for blue crystal shards. Find any, and I'll pay you handsomely. The bigger they are, the higher your reward will be. Is that all? Tiny fragments such as these aren't nearly good enough. Still, I expect I'll find a use for them. Here, take your coin and be gone. 'Tis a god's sway. Well, to be precise, the crystalline substance from which 'tis made. By refining such crystals, anyone can attain the power of the Arisen. The power to command pawns, that is. However, small fragments are meaningless. They cannot contend with the Arisen's power, you see. Speaking of which, should you find any large fragments, bring them to me, won't you? Though that might be difficult, we've scoured this area quite thoroughly, I should think. 'Tis possible larger shards may have been mistaken for jewels and carried off by scavengers or collectors or some such. Mayhap one such as the Oracle or the Dragon Forged would be able to aid you in locating them. I can tell you no more than that. 'Tis possible mayhap one such as the Oracle.
Allow me to lead the way. I can take you to our destination by the optimum route. Poison ought to be cured with all due haste. I grant you roaring flame.
Hang in there, Master! I'm coming to assist! There's no need to make camp here. We've energy enough to press on for a while yet.
Let us return once we've grown tired from our labors.
This place offers a view of the sea.
I imagine we would not escape a plunge into the water's depths. I suppose we might as well gather what we can. Over here, if you would. We're here, and none the worse for wear.
The Arisen comes. Is this meeting also by the Dragon's design? You may be pitted against the Dragon, yet its fate is yours to share. The Dragon is the embodiment of destructive force, though this does not mean that it is evil. Understand this. The concepts of good and evil are mortal inventions, and thus cannot be applied to the Dragon. It is a being of a higher order, as are ye. Now that the Dragon has marked ye, setting ye apart from your fellows. The Arisen is a transcendent being, always chosen by the Dragon. It It marks for itself the individual who must fell it. Thus, when the dragon is made manifest, so too is an Arisen. And should that Arisen fall, another shall rise in their place. The cycle is doomed to continue till the dragon is felled. For that is what the will of this world has ordained. I am the husk of he who was once Arisen. My final battle against the dragon culminated in the loss of the will that should have seen me bring the creature low. Thus, as the Arisen is defined by the strength of their will, from that moment on I was Arisen no longer. Such is the world's will. I dare say it compels me e'en now to impart upon ye all the knowledge I possess. Ye need not seek the dragon. It will find ye. Aye, make no mistake. The dragon will appear before ye when the time is come. Still, I suppose I can tell ye about a rumor I heard the other day. Apparently, a dragon was sighted in Harv village, though I am not sure I believe it. After all, now that ye have been marked as Arisen, the dragon ought next appear before ye at the appointed time. So it stands to reason that e'en if a creature of draconic aspect and destructive powers did appear in that village, 'twas no dragon. A mockery of one, perhaps, but not the dragon true. The substance of which ye speak is formed of crystallized droplets of dragon blood. Worm's life crystals can be obtained not only from the true red dragon, but from lower drakes as well. They retain a measure of draconic power, and when used correctly, will bestow upon ye powers that eclipse the will of this world. The Godsway? Forgive me, but I've ne'er heard of such a thing. However, some years past, a sorcerer of Batal came to me seeking knowledge of the dragon, just as ye have. Phaesus, I believed he called himself. It appeared his intent was to alter the will of the world through mortal means. Perhaps there is some connection. The Godsway? However, it appeared his intent then go. But since times of eld, dragon blood has been used to refine all manner. Remember, draconic blood flows through the veins of lesser drakes as well. Then I bid ye farewell.
No purchases to be made today, I see. I just hope the shopkeep understands.
Gold is a resource best spent judiciously. Follow me, Master. Our next task awaits. Shall we go and speak with this oracle, Master? Methinks I know where to find the person you're looking for.
We're in your hands, sir. Much obliged.
Pray, follow me. Mayhap you will think this a trifle, but... Curious thing. One of my former masters chose to hire only women. I wonder why.
Each to their own.
Come, I'll lead the way. "'Tis this way.
The mullet was just another opportunity to improve. Whatever's to be done.
Well met.
Them nobles do nothing but guzzle sweetmeats and ale.
I feel more welcome.
Pray, follow me. Evidently, it is a contraption that allows for travel betwixt 2 points. That does sound convenient.
I dare say there'd be no harm in using this.
Freshly rested as we are, this battle ought to be in our favor.
We must not let down our guard. Open your eyes! Do not despair! I'm coming to your aid!
Go where your help is needed. Let my magics grant you an elemental boon.
That was hard won.
We ought to consider this a lesson. This is what befalls one who lets down their guard.
Unless I am much mistaken. We have cause to visit a place not far from here.
Perhaps we ought to go there first. What say you, Arisen? The venom of an asp courses through you, Master. I suppose our next task is to return to Sir Jarl. Methinks I know where to find the person you're looking for.
A guide is most welcome. Now we shan't lose our way.
We've arrived, just as planned.
You appear to be... You appear to be in fine health. How disappointing.
You're welcome to take whatever you like from my pack, Master. I'd gladly see you put what I find to good use.
I shall do as you say.
I shan't let them harm you.
Use these flames to smite our enemies.
Nicely done.
Focus. The battle continues.
Well said. Well done. All creatures who know death cling to life.
Ought we to pursue and eliminate the stragglers?
Thank you.
Are you all right?
Focus. A moment of decision is calamity.
First and foremost, we'll want to lock top balance. Prove a much easier target when lying prone. There's a shorter path we might take now. Allow me to show you. I suppose we might as well gather what we can.
Hobgoblin!
We ought to employ lightning against this foe.
My curative magics are at your disposal. It's right there.
I grant your weapon a magical boon.
hard one.
We ought to consider this a lesson. This is what befalls one who lets down their guard.
One of us has been poisoned!
This isn't the way to our destination. But I presume you've a new one. Lead us.
It is not for us to gainsay the Arisen's judgment. We must go where we are bid. Well done, Master.
I know precisely when a curative is needed, Master. You'll never fall in battle so long as I'm around.
Let me get that.
A well-organized pack is my speciality. I'll see to it your burdens are shared. My talents lie in combining materials, and I'll use those in my possession to craft things for you in my spare time.
Follow me, Master. Our next task awaits. Shall we go and speak with this oracle, Master? I believe I can guide you to the person in question.
We're in your hands, sir. Much obliged.
One of us has been poisoned. Use these flames to smite our enemies. Come, I'll lead the way.
This should help.
Strike fast, and our quarry shall fall. Can't imagine we're in need of a help.
Let us return once we've grown tired.
Over here, if you would. There's a cave in the vicinity that you've yet to explore. I can take us there, using knowledge I gained beyond the rift.
Here we go again.
We must focus on finding victory. whatever our discomfort.
Understood. Poison is a nasty affliction.
Let my magics grant you an elemental boon.
We have found a material.
I'm sure we'll find a purpose for it in due time.
That reminds me. Often we call on you to carry the burdens we cannot. I must thank you. Your toil keeps me light on my feet.
Come to think of it, was there not another task we were to see to somewhere nearby?
Efficiency is not the only factor worthy of consideration.
I knew you would come, Arisen One. You seek answers, and you shall have them, if 'tis within my power to know them. I simply do. The life force of the Arisen is wreathed in a warmth all its own. 'Tis most distinctive, and I am able to perceive it. Such is how I came to know of your arrival in this world, Arisen. Wherever you go, I can find you. 'Tis a most useful ability, as I'm sure you will agree. Of course, it ill-suited the Queen Regent and her plots. Loath as I am to admit it, I know little of the artifact of which you speak, though I shall tell you aught I can. I sense a land soaked in warmth. A warmth akin to your own, Arisen, to that of the power of the life you possess. Yet it now lies many fathoms below the surface of the sea, in a place unreachable by mortal hands. Though 'tis strange, for I sense also that this warmth grows ere near. 'Twould seem a path will be open to you in time, allowing you to venture into the heart of this warmth, so like your own. Perhaps he who was dragon-forged can tell you more. Seek him out in Harv Village, if you would learn from him.
He who was dragon-forged, eh? Perhaps we ought to seek out this man and his wisdom in Harv Village. Follow me, Master. I shall guide you to the location.
We're in your hands, sir. Much obliged.
Over here, if you please.
Now here's a surprise.
A splendid discovery.
Well done, Arisen One. You have seen through my deception and divined my location true. To one of your wisdom, I would be honored to pass on the most subtle of my trickster's arts.
Oof, that was close.
He wishes to gaze upon a griffin firsthand. 'Tis a tall ask, but not impossible. Shall we go where we are bid? Follow me. I will guide you to the location. Look out! Knackers!
Ice is our ally against such fiends. Poison ought to be cured with all due haste.
I shan't allow any further harm to come to you.
I grant your weapon a magical boon. Prepare yourself.
Dare I say it? We trounced our foe well and true.
We mustn't allow ourselves to become complacent. Take each trial as it comes.
Now's your chance!
Materials, eh? I shan't deny. They have their uses.
We're here.
There you are. I was wondering when you'd show. Now, are you ready to aid me in sketching that griffin? Remember, you'll need to draw the fight out as long as you can. I must behold the creature from every angle if I am to coax it, lifelike, from the stone. Marvelous. Up we go then.
Let us accompany Sir Fulvio and face this griffin.
We ought to follow close behind, lest we get separated.
Positively splendid.
One of us has been poisoned. Well done. I grant you roaring flame. Arisen, are you all right? foe.
I've got what I need.
Look out, Arisen! We're under attack! Lead me! All of you must flee before this magic descends.
Make haste! There is no time! Keep an opening. Focus your attacks.
Strike fast and true, and our quarry shall fall! Well done, Master.
It's done. With this sketch, I will doubtless be able to chisel a fine griffin. Seeing the creature in the flesh is a wonder. The interplay of its bones and muscles is simply fascinating. This sketch shall serve me well. All that remains is to return home and take up my chisel.
My word. Never did I dream we would come upon such a rarity.
How exciting! My heart is fit to burst.
I wonder how Sir Fulvio's sculpture is coming along. Mayhap 'twould behoove us to pay him a visit. I take it you've some business with this person. Then pray, follow me.
We're in your hands, sir. Much obliged.
Red Dwarfs, we're being hunted! We've got them on the run.
Ought we to pursue and eliminate the dragons? Use these flames to smite our enemies. Over here if you will.
The venom of an asp courses through you, Master. I suppose our next task is to return to Sir Jarl. I take it you've some business with this person. Then pray, follow me.
A guide is most welcome. Now we shan't lose our way.
Arisen, I know of at least one location in the vicinity that may be of interest to you. Shall I tell you more?
There's a cave in the vicinity that you've yet to explore. I can take us there, using knowledge I gained beyond the rift. The venom of an asp courses through you, Master. I suppose our next task is to return to Sir Jarl. If you wish to meet with this person, I would gladly lead the way.
A guide is most welcome. Now we shan't lose our way.
Some battles simply can't be won.
Freshly rested as we are, that'll also be in our favor.
We must not let down our guard.
Poison is a nasty affliction.
You are in need of healing. Allow me. Wait a moment. Have we any means of setting it ablaze?
as I'm being watched.
How's this?
Go on. Go! The Arisen has been poisoned!
Arisen, I know of at least one location in the vicinity that may be of interest to you. Shall I tell you more?
Materials, eh? I shan't deny. They have their uses.
I suppose there could be no harm in bringing this along. In traversing other worlds, I came to know of a treasure chest in this area. The chance you'd like to see it? I would have preferred not to have to fight so soon, but at least I know I am up to the challenge.
One of us has been poisoned! We are to retreat then?
Where you do not fall prey to the enemy's attack as we pass.
Right you are. My curative magics are at your disposal. Wait a moment.
The venom of an asp courses through you, Master. I suppose our next task is to return to Sir Jarl. I take it you've some business with this person. Then pray, follow me.
A guide is most welcome. Now we shan't lose our way. Might we remove this hindrance somehow? If a ranged attack is needed, count on my aid. I would gladly be of aid, Arisen.
Tis a remarkable treasure we've found.
A fitting reward for a rigorous search.
Arisen, I know of at least one location in the vicinity that may be of interest to you. Shall I tell you more?
The venom of an asp courses through you, Master. I suppose our next task is to return to Sir Jarl. Methinks I know where to find the person you're looking for.
We're in your hands, sir. Much obliged.
We are none of us alike in vocation.
Our respective abilities are unique as well.
Let us utilize our individual strengths wherever possible.
Look there. Methinks I spy aught of use.
We ought to take a closer look. Freshly rested as we are, this battle ought to be in our favor.
We must not let down our guard.
I did my best to match your skill, Master.
Splendid.
During my travels beyond the rift, I learned of a cave near here that you have yet to explore. Shall I take us there? Pray, follow me. I know the way, so there's no chance of our getting lost. We're here, Master.
Hold it!
It was excellent. I could have done no better.
I can do no less in service to the Arisen.
I will protect you. You seem to have been chilled. Are you alright?
That was well fought. There's no one standing who might say otherwise.
We mustn't allow ourselves to be taking each trial as it comes.
You're all out of luck.
What a glorious success!
Let us try for the same result with our next attack.
Oi! Point in your purse, now!
Heed your senses. If aught feels out of place, it could very well be a trap.
Naught can threaten us if we watch each other's backs.
Arisen, I know of at least one location in the vicinity that may be of interest to you. Shall I tell you more?
Over here, if you would.
Look out, Arisen! We're under attack! I shan't let them harm you. It seems we have arranged our foe. Might we not use their range to our advantage? Liar.
Man in, harpies! Avoid their venom at all costs!
'Tis weak to fire.
One of us has been poisoned.
Pull back, and I will heal you with my magics. Point right there.
This is generally used as a material.
I'm sure we'll find a purpose for it in due time. As I recall, we have another matter to attend to in this domain.
Perhaps we ought to go there first. What say you, Arisen? By and large, the people of Batal seem to adore their benevolent empress.
Have you brought me a quince? Many thanks, sir. At last, I may continue reading that grimoire. This could be the turning point in my family's fortune.
We ought not lose sight of our guide.
Welcome, and well met. Always a pleasure.
I believe I know whom we must seek. Allow me to guide you, Master. I know the person you're looking for. We have reached our destination.
You're the one who brought that regalia sword here in the first place, aye? I want a word. It's that fool apprentice of mine. I haven't seen her since yesterday. Knowing her, she skipped off to the mountain base cave on Volcanic Island to try her hand with a blaze hammer. It's the only place with enough heat, see? Since you're the one who inspired this nonsense, you'd best go find her. And bring her back in one piece, lest I ring my hammer against that hollow shell you call a skull!
The world's changing. Not sure how much longer I...
We must rest.
Oh, what does this say?
Shall we take a closer look?
The world's changing. Not sure how much longer I can keep the inn open. It's tough, but complaints do come again.
Over here, if you please.
Well met, sir.
At once, Master.
What's to do? Have precious little time.
Let my fur lie how it may.
We're here, Master.
Well met, sir. You'll be glad to know that I finally finished my reading of that grimoire we spoke of. Which brings me to a curious point. There's a favor I'd ask of you. What happened to my eye? Oh, never mind the bandage. 'Tis nothing serious. Now, as I was saying, I'd like for you to find the grimoire's second volume for me. 'Twould seem 'tis part of a set, and will only reveal its true power when both tomes are in hand. The copy I possess is but the first, one half of a whole. I've heard tell that its twin can be found in a queer little shop in Vermont. Alas, passing through the border checkpoint is no simple matter for a humble merchant like myself. But you, sir, I dare say you are not of Batal. Then you ought have no trouble passing through the checkpoint. I implore you, find that second volume for me. All I want is to give my family a decent life, the life they deserve. This is my chance to provide for them as I ne'er have.
A queer little shop in Vermont, is it? I wonder which of...
Look as long as you please. Greetings, Sir Arisen. Have you found the second volume of... No matter. These things take time. Should you happen across it in your trap...
Do come again!
Mother, quick! Over here!
Beg pardon, sir, but I must ask you to stop aiding my husband. He lost his eye while reading that grimoire. His eye! I can't bear to see him involved with that fell thing anymore. But he refuses to listen to me.
He's been saying not to worry, that he'll make us more money soon. 'Tis as if he's lost his mind how much he repeats it. 'Tis all my fault, Mother. He's only been like this since I said I wished we had an easier life.
No, 'tisn't, dear, and don't you fret. Your father, he'll be back to his old self before you know it. Pray, sir, seek out that grimoire if you must, but do not give it to my husband. I beg of you.
Ought we to give Sir Isaac the grimoire as he requested? 'Tis a quandary indeed.
Pray, help not my husband. Let him abandon this folly.
I'll ne'er forgive myself if aught befalls my father. Don't help him, sir, please.
This place is the town's beating heart.
Time to be heading home. Chance to put my feet up.
Look at my wares. Welcome. As a discerning customer like yourself will doubtless appreciate, we offer excellent service at a fair price. Always a pleasure.
We have acquired the grimoire entitled On the Transference of Souls, just as Sir Isaac requested. Will we be delivering it to him? The choice is yours to make, Master. But let us speak with him either way.
Certainly, Master. I can take... Greetings, Sir Arisen. Have you found the second volume of On the Transference of... Greetings, Sir Arisen. Have you found the second volume of On the Transference of Souls, perchance? Always a pleasure.
No one's coming to my rescue.
Prepare yourself!
Listen, there's all I would speak of. I've dedicated my life to perfecting my abilities as a soldier, and the skills I've honed are my only pride. As such, there's no greater gift I can offer you than the best of my techniques. You've proven yourself a loyal friend. 'Tis the least I can do. Take this, and may it aid you in your battles to come.
Well done, Arisen. You have acquired...
Seems you can't go anywhere of late without hearing about the shrine that rose up out of the sea. Well met. How have you fared on it?
Mind, I have time for a...
It is really coming down.
Take heart. The worst it can do is drench our equipment.
You're not getting in here on my...
I've a selection of wares that's sure to... Please. Hope to see you again.
Not buying? That's just as well. Better to be selective than wasteful.
Gold is a resource best spent judiciously.
These soldiers lack
That looks promising. Any ideas as to how we might reach it?
Well, if you think me a liar, then buy some. Ah, I see you desire one of my masterpieces. Very well, I shall have your order crafted in good time. A little hope to see you again.
If I could, I'd never leave.
Seems my feet always lead me here. Welcome. If you think me a liar, then the item you requested is... Many thanks to you.
'Tis a mere copy, and apparently worthless. But not so if I were to bring it back with me beyond the rift.
Truly?
So, leave this place at once.
Interested in my wares?
Greetings, Sir Arisen. Have you found the second volume of On the Transference of Souls, perchance? Fortune smiles upon me at last. With this, my shop's prosperity is all but assured. Thank you, Sir Arisen. Oh, thank you. Perhaps you'd care to join me. Come, bear witness to this momentous occasion.
We ought to follow close behind, lest we get separated.
I'll try it at once. Come, bear witness to this momentous occasion.
What should I get up to today?
Can't put a price on peace and quiet. Lots to do. And precious little time.
I'll take any chance not on my troubles.
This is it! This is the moment I've been preparing for.
Dear, is this truly safe? I'm afeard of what's to come.
Have faith, my darling. All is well. You need only stand there and watch.
Father, you don't need to do this. I'm happy with our life as 'tis now.
'Tis good to hear you say that, my daughter. But I've come too far. I must see this through. I believe I need only... Ha! Did I? Did I do it? All appears unchanged. A failure, then. Ah, well. I suppose our fortunes were ne'er likely to turn so easily. I've learned my lesson. No more of this grimoire nonsense for me. I'll settle for being a humble apothecary after all. My dears, can you forgive me for my foolishness?
Oh, Isaac.
You two had the right of it all along. I ne'er should have chased after a silly dream like this.
Father, I shouldn't have complained. I know you do your best for us. You always have.
Enough of that now. You've naught to apologize for. 'Tis a father's duty to provide for his children. I only wish I could give you more. You have my gratitude, Sir Arisen. Though I failed in my quest, I've learnt much. And from this moment forth, I'll be focusing my energies on naught but my trade. I hope I can count on your continued patronage, sir.
So this is the conclusion that awaits if Sir Isaac is given a forgery. My own master gave him the genuine article.
Are you quite certain of that?
When all's said and done, I'm quite glad my experiment failed. Though I wish I knew why it did. Alas, such things are best forgotten. In fact, methinks you ought take this grimoire off my hands, sir. No sense in my holding on to it.
Over here, if you...
When all's said and done, alas. When all's said and done, alas. Such things are best forgotten. When all's said and done, alas. Such things are best forgotten. In fact, methinks you ought take this grimoire off my hands, sir. No sense in my...
My husband has returned to work with renewed vigor. 'Tis good to have him back to his old self. He'll have all the support we can give. We're family, after all.
I wonder if we would have been wealthy had the experiment succeeded.
Greetings, Sir Arisen. Have you found the second volume of On the Transference of Souls, perchance? Fortune smiles upon me at last. With this, my shop's prosperity is all but assured. Thank you, Sir Arisen. Oh, thank you. Perhaps you'd care to join me. Come, bear witness to this momentous occasion.
We ought to follow close behind, lest we get separated.
Oh, what does this say?
Shall we take a closer look?
Looks like we both got some time on our hands.
Did you want something? I've somewhere to be.
This is it. This is the moment I've been preparing for.
Dear, is this truly safe? I'm afeard of what's to come.
Have faith, my darling. All is well. You need only stand there and watch.
Father, you don't need to do this. I'm happy with our life as 'tis now.
'Tis good to hear you say that, my daughter. But I've come too far. I must see this through. I believe I need only... Ha! I did it! I did it! Now, what do we have here? 'Tis sand. Sand as could be found anywhere. I suppose 'twas foolish to hope that our fortunes could be turned so easily. Well, I've learnt my lesson. No more of this grimoire nonsense for me. I'll settle for being a humble apothecary after all. If you'll still have me, my dears. My dears? Esmeralda. Raelia. Where could they have gone? This is my daughter's. And here's my wife's wedding ring. Why would they be buried here in the sand? Unless... Nay, it couldn't be. My wife and daughter vanished for this? Piles of sand? No, of course not. Their patience with me simply ran thin. They run off somewhere, that's all. I'm sure of it. I'll just have to find them. Come back, my dears! I was a fool!
To think this was the conclusion that awaited us. It seems we were wrong to indulge Sir Isaac after all.
'Tis a most unfortunate turn of events.
Oh no!
Well met, sir. How might I be of service?
Over here, if you would.
So stiff.
Yon path leads not to our destination. If you would prefer to explore, I shall guide you another time.
The Arisen does.
Oh no!